Jamie, full time here at McKim Park. I know it's only pre-season, but it was a 7-0 win. Are you a happy man?
Very. Again, not just in terms of the goals scored and the result, but the performance. I think it's a very different test for what we've had the last two games. One of the main targets was a clean sheet, which we achieved. So I'm delighted.
One of the first things you said after the game on Thursday night was Saturday, main target, only target is a clean sheet. Were you happy with how we defended?
Very, but I think the difference being when the last couple of games when we've been in the back foot a lot at times, the day you're on the front foot you've got to watch in that transition. When you lose the ball we're not wide open, which I thought would cause us a few issues today, but the boys were excellent, so I'm really happy with it.
Every single player played their part today. Everyone came off the bench and got minutes. Big mention, Kyle Craig. It was an 8-hour flight, a 4-hour drive, and he's scored in his debut. Was there anyone in particular that stood out for you today?
Just on Kyle, I was a wee bit worried of that. Obviously he only arrived back at like 7 o'clock into Manchester this morning, and then driving up the road to come and play, so I was worried about tightness and stiffness, but I thought he looked really sharp when he came on. To be honest, over the course of the last week since we played our first game last Saturday, I think the whole group have been excellent, and I think the most pleasing thing for me is there's a bit of strength and depth there. We don't just look strong with the first 11, it's when we make the changes we still look strong, so there's no one in particular the day that I think that stands out. I think it's just the group in general I'm really happy with.
Just away from pre-season for a moment, the West of Scotland First Division, it starts so at the end of the month. Obviously Mr McKenna did a cracking job there yesterday getting the fixtures out. You've seen what we play in the first 5-6 games. How do you think it looks for us?
Listen, it's going to be a tough season, it's going to be a tough league, but we're going to approach the first game. We obviously play Muirkirk, who I watched this morning for a short period before coming across. They look a really good side, so it's going to be tough, but with the way we're shaping up and the way we're playing, I'm really enthusiastic and looking forward to it.
Who was the first fixture you looked for?
The first fixture is the first. To be honest, I think, see when you're a manager and you look at it across the whole season, you know you're going to play everybody at some point, so you really just want to see who have we got first, and that's the game that you want to start well. You want to get 3 points, and then you can start building towards that, so the scouts and the other guys can go and watch the other teams at that point, but my full focus in the first game at Muirkirk.
Obviously I've asked you before about targets for players and targets for the squad as a whole. What is the main target for the season? Can you share that with us yet?
Our main target is to finish as high up as we can. I think the big thing for me is progress and development at the club, but that's got to come with winning. We obviously, I've mentioned it already, when you're out of a medal you need to aim for the top. I believe the statute of the club demands that, but we need to see progress. We need to, it's not just about going every week and just winning, we need to win well. And I think you can see what we're doing. We're trying to develop a style of play and possession out of possession, and I need to see progress within that allows us to go and challenge at the top of the table.
It's a strange format of a league that lies ahead. 8 teams will go up. There's obviously the beginning of the Lowland League West, Lowland League East. Are you a fan of what the proposal that's gone through is, or would you have rather it stayed as was? What's your opinion?
Listen, I'm all for anything that progresses football in Scotland, so there's been that many proposals put forward that I know they're saying about the 8 teams going up, but we still don't really know what it's going to look like, so see, as long as it's positive and it's good for Scottish football, I'm all for it.
Next up, Talbot midweek. What are you thinking?
Another big test, but it's somewhere that again it'll be difficult for us to go and play but we've got to stick to what we're trying to achieve, what we're trying to develop here, and that's what I want to see. I want to see progress, I want to see us become better, and that's what the whole pre-season schedule's been for. It's different tests, it's another different one on Wednesday night, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Excellent. Well, listen, great performance today, 7 goals. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll touch base on Wednesday night.
Thanks, mate.